Hello and welcome to Lunatic Gaming, where you gotta be crazy to be this bad. Alright, so we're gonna continue on our next quest, which is after we've helped the giant merchant guild clear its name, or rather the Inkarosha family clear its name. We are being sent to do the quest requested of us by, I think it's Isabel's uncle, if I'm not mistaken. But anyways, secret mission. So we're gonna go there now. Almost there. Oh, come on. Why am I so bad at driving? There we go.
Welcome to the City of Opportunity, Etheria.
The Vanity of Petro. Yes, this young lady is the young lady looking for something in particular. The Knights of Dawn. My goodness. We best keep our voices down and our manner discreet. None of the nobles who frequent here can know this conversation took place. The young lady is a pupil of the Holy College now, and I don't think she'd seek such a thing out of innocent curiosity. Alright, I'll help you, adventurer. Having a book banned by the church is one's possession can put one's life at risk. So you'll have to prove to me you are worth the risk. Go to Kaya Pier and look into why trading costs with Trent have been on the rise as of late. Take care of this and I'll help you.
I don't stand.
What?
Yep.
Jeez Louise, it's like a long travel to Trent. Giddy up! Gonna be an interesting storyline, I hope. Oh my lord. Such a bad driver. Ah! It's a catfishman, isn't it?
We are encouraging
Haha, what could
catfishmen
bring a
who
hero
want
so
peace
humble as
to
yourself to
become
this place of wonder?
citizens of
Must be none other
Calpheon.
than me, Patria, whom you seek. Delicate yet imposing, elegant, and full of virtue.
The strength of catfishmen would be a good support for Calpheon.
This isn't the first time we've heard about a catfishman being assimilated, is it? It isn't too much of a surprise, I suppose. Yes, this means they'll be living amongst us. They're smart enough to hold conversations with us even. Remarkable, truly, but we've hit a big bit of a snag. A snag so hard we'll have to deal with that ruined A snag so hard to deal with that ruined my once beautiful skin. Okay. The assimilation project was actually launched by the Ilion Church, but then out of nowhere, they got devilishly violent. The trade routes are down and Callus Council has no ideas. So why not go ahead and solve this problem? Then I'll be finally be able to focus on treating my beautiful skin.
There are no highs and lows on the military power.
I have to go back to that tonight. Swimming. Wish I had fish clothes. Hey, what? Calphion good. Calphion gives tasty fishes.
Will invest in this load.
I wish my friends could join me in Calphion. They can't stand weaklings.
We catfishmen prefer peace to war.
I'm trying to convince my friends that if we can be naturalized in Calphion, it'll certainly bring us more benefits. But Splash, how am I going to persuade them, huh? Are you falling asleep while you're listening to me? What an insult. I can't forgive you. Don't you know how great we are? If you don't go fight one of us now. You will soon regret our foolishness. Oh, it's a window that I need to accept.
I hope that my old colleagues.
I wish my friends could join me in Calphion. They can't stand weaklings. You're strong, right? Go and show them who's boss. You might even be able to convince them to join us in Calphion.
Are you planning to go
Alright,
make
so you're allowing me to murder your friends. Yay. This lady just killed everything.
you planning to go to Lake
How do
Kaya?
things look? Does it seem
Will
like they're gonna
invest
listen?
in this node?
If you can't win with strength, take away their food. For us catfishmen, fish is everything. Fish is the essence of life for us. If you take away the fish, they will ask you to return it to them. Then you can make them a part of Calphion. What do you think?
We catfish.
Good lord.
I
try to make friends, but what should I say?
Will invest in this node.
Take away the fish, it's not because I want to eat them.
Talk of me. I'm proud of these red clothes.
Good lord, I'm so bad at driving.
We are
They're
encouraging
such
catfishmen who
simpletons.
want peace to
Strength,
become
fish, how
citizens
cute.
of Calphion.
I wonder why the catfishmen have become so violent. By now, you probably know what I'm about to say. Their boss is here. He's nearby. I do the finding, you do the killing. Dark Rift. Don't have any other horse food. What?
We are encouraging catfish men who want peace to become citizens of Calpheon.
Thanks to us, the catfishmen have bowed down to superior style and class. The Tertiary's assimilation project is almost ready to continue its plan. Just 2 more kinks to work out in this masterful engine of success. Those greenish creatures down south known as the Rutum need to be dealt with. Although the Trina Knights have been dispatched to deal with them, their best men have all been diverted to the Sonal Fortress. But I can't possibly go and face off those Rutums, can I? If I ever get a scratch on this radiant face of mine, all the noblemen of Calpheon will cry to death. So you, for the sake of my face, why not you go there again? Go see Ilenki Visamin, the commander of the Rutum sentry outpost. His attention to detail is second to none, perhaps even on par with my own. You will have to be on your best.
There are no highs and lows on the military power of Calpheon. We only acknowledge them.
Oh my lord, where's the entrance? What is
have
wrong
to
with today's
command
youth? It's a
after all
problem that we
these
must be
years.
rectified. No. No will to even try. No will to do better. What is wrong with them?
My soldiers are all idiots. I'm
How
only
is it
left
that
with
my men,
these
my own men, are more dim-witted than the Rotom? This is why the assimilation process is taking so bloody long. If only those nitwits were half as capable as my brothers in battle during my days on the battlefield, this would have been taken care of already. If only even Kirklas were here. And you, why are you still standing there? Did you come to see the Rotom for tea? Eliminate those scoundrels this instant.
Calpheon's away.
Yep. Oh, I thought I was supposed to go and kill the Rotoms. You're the hero. It's about time we had someone help us out. Our commander is in one of his fits again, but what can we do? You don't believe we've just been loafing around, do you? I mean, none of us doubt how skilled Commander Visambin was in combat, but who's to say that even him in his prime could have dealt with these Rotoms? What can he possibly expect us to do here? Oh, are you by any chance here to help us? Yes, I'm here to help you, dingoes.
Do I have to command after all these years? My soldiers are all idiots. I'm only left with these fellows.
It can't be. You managed to do all these rodoms alone. You must seem so useless compared to you. But those creatures are terrifying. How can we do anything about it? You think that anyone can become a hero through hard work? Like nobles, we are born into it. We are born into it. I feel so uneasy because of the orcs. I guess that's it then. Nothing left for us to do. Please let us take some credit and give us the spoils. We're sitting here empty-handed, so we can't go home like this. This wasn't even difficult for you, was it? For something so easy, it can't hurt to share the loot, right? Just a little bit, haha. I knew it. You must be a gift from Elion. A gift for enduring everything until now. Oh, what a grace.
Yep.
Oh, what the hell? Why did I go?
Calphion's
You mean to
away.
tell me you fought
Seen
alongside
less
my
talented
men
people.
for this conquest? Hero or not, that's a tough pill to swallow. Those worthless weaklings struggled with just one Rodom soldier. How am I supposed to give them any credit? What kind of training are recruits even doing these days? I never imagined something like this in the twilight of my career. If we had even 10 soldiers like you, Calphion would have long since returned to his former glory.
Strategy is more important than mere strength when handling the stupid root wolves.
Goblins are no trouble for you, yes? We have goblins taking up residence in the western forest. Mind you, you are most vicious than other goblins you may have come across. They are smarter, more merciless bunch. They were not particularly threatening to Calphion, but have recently become more violent. From what I remember, their chief was someone you could reason with. Go and meet him. As someone of your caliber, he may actually be willing to speak with you.
There's South Kaya Ferry in the north.
Yep.
Mansha. Isn't this also Mansha? Manshao.
We own this area.
Demon who wishes to speak with me, it's been quite some time, so what do you have to say?
Are you from Belinos?
What makes you think that I will allow you to investigate? My tribe are attacking the trade wagons of Falasi. That's the long and short story of it, right? Both Falasi and Chikatu are idolized by all goblins. That's why we cooperated with Falasi in the past anyway. Actually, I was recently replaced by a new chief. I'm ashamed to say this, but I was bested by a younger goblin. The young ones are strong, but so haughty and aggressive. And through this, I no longer garnered the respect I once had. So I need you to teach them a lesson in my name. They'll surely remember.
Have you been?
Now you're gonna send me to kill your people. Interesting.
We own this area.
You really are a piece of work, aren't you? You took care of the situation rather easily. I think you'll find that trade route will have no further issues now. I can imagine that Mr. Falasi must have been very worried about things. Since you have come so far, why don't you spend some time looking around Trent?
Are you from Belinos? Then you may be unfamiliar with us.
Since the goblin got his wish granted, now it's our turn to fulfill ours. And here he comes, right on time. I have to resolve everything. Merchants sure have their timing down. After I heard that the problem with the catfishman and rhythm was resolved, I came here to help mediate the issues with the Mancha goblins. Haha, but I guess it's unnecessary. You're simply a lot more impressive than I thought. Thanks to you, the trade routes will be restored. It's my turn to keep my part of the deal. Go to Trent to meet their trade merchant Ricta. I already sent her a letter. Ah, you'll know it's her after seeing her here.
looks tired. Hand the reins to me. High-quality carrots can only be acquired through farming. Our village is supplying arms to Trina Fort.
Time to sell my shit. She a Valkyrie?
The best timber is in Trent. Any
You're
objections?
lunatic. From the rumors, I thought you'd be as big as an ogre.
Calphion's surrounded with rising flames of
So
war.
you were the person Falassi was talking about. I can't believe there's someone stupid enough to look for the forbidden book of Elion in the middle of Calphion. Hoping for an early death, are you? You weren't possibly thinking of going against the church alone, were you? Alright, I'm in. I'll try to find the book myself. I'm only doing this for Falassi. Can't believe I've been roped to something like this. This better be worth my trouble. A lot of people have been requesting weapons nowadays, so I need to get a lot of wood from the Treants. But the chief and his people consider the Treants secret. It's all a headache. As long as we make money, it's all good, no? I just don't see their point. See if you can stay out of sight and chop some down for me. Well, it'll be a bit of a nuisance, but please.
There are times when heavy weapons are necessary to defeat the enemy.
Dude, they're paying us 1 million just for this type of job. Interesting. Damn. Easy money. Are we lumberjacks or hunters? Seriously, do trees see themselves as trees or animals? This amount of wood should be enough, right? Now let's return to the trade merchant with red hair. Haven't we seen her somewhere before? She seems so familiar. Thanks to you, I was able to beat the deadline. Here's the book you're looking for. Remember, no one can see you with this. Also, you can't tell a soul that I found this book for you. At some point, I was training to become a Valkyrie, and now I've done this. I guess it doesn't matter anyway. I've been duly paid.
Calpheon surrounded with rising flames of
Go to Calpheon with the Ebonian Forbidden Book? You think there's anyone in this world as daring as us? The hero of Calpheon in possession of their Forbidden Book. Who could imagine such a crazy thing? Let's head over to Nila. Time to get paid for our hard work.
Yep.
Oh Lord. Why, horse? Oh, so that was the end of the secret mission, and now we're going for a Forbidden Book return, which is a deep shadow under the eagle statue.
strongly, but hold him onto the line still and
We finally found it, as expected of Mr. Filiberto. I wonder what this is. Why would my uncle want it so much? We finally found it. Let me read it. The fact that it's forbidden is so exciting. Oh. Oh my. Yes, I can clearly see why this is forbidden. This is such an absurd story. And even if civilians became enamored with ideas in here, Lord Elion would just lead them back down the right path. Look, we never found this, understand? Get rid of it, burn it, bury it, whatever you do have to do. But just make sure it is forever gone from this world. You decided to disappear from Nella's sight for a moment to make it seem as if you're going to take care of the forbidden book.
Hold on. I'm in a really important part.
You're sure you got rid of it? If ever my family is implicated, no. Then, who then would be branded a heretic? No. Enough of this ritual thinking. You've done enough. You've gone through all the ordeals to get it, and now you say you got rid of it. I have no option but to trust you. Alas, this should be our final meeting. Even if we meet, let's act as if we've never met each other. What's the matter with you? Let's start reading. Shadow Knights, now a secret organization forever banished from history, which were formerly part of the Knights of Dawn. The Knights of Dawn were those who followed the teachings of the ancient light. They were well aware of how the forces of darkness permeated throughout every generation. However, with the threat of Belmorn looming across all lands, the Knights of Dawn made their presence known to the world and formally requested assistance from each country. An alliance of soldiers were then formed to engage Belmorn. Despite these efforts, Belmorn, who had fallen in battle, did not simply disappear. Belmorn managed to deal a substantial blow to the souls of the surviving Knights of Dawn. On the other hand, having observed the might of the Knights of Dawn, each began to exercise checks and balances against the Knights now made known to the world. All of this happened immediately after the last Master of the Knights of Dawn announced that the Knights would remain neutral and would not take sides with any particular country. Some of the Knights converted to Ilionism and became priests of the Ilion Church. These priests formed the crux of the group that came to be known as the Fraternity of Light and became the most powerful group of priests within the Ilion Church today. Questionable ties between the Fraternity of Light, however, exist to this day with another group of former Knights that became known as the Shadow Knights. Isn't it exciting? I knew I smelled something rotting about them from the refugee camp. You're curious to know if what's written in the book is true. What are you waiting for? Let's go find out. We can go to the underground dungeon in Calphion where they were held captive, like the book says. Their resentment runs so deep they must have left something there. Okay. Words inscribed next to an X-shaped torturing device. On the day the captain died at the foot of the Statue of Redemption, the land's last shred of conscience also went with him. Despite this, no matter the effort to prevent the dawn from coming, darkness will always succumb to the rising sun. Our truth will stand victorious in the end. Surprising how vividly the truth has been exposed right here all along. If he died at the foot of the Statue of Redemption like it says, there should be a clue around here as well. Is that the leader of the Knights of Dawn, who perished at the Statue of Redemption? Much of the paint is peeled off. Yet the symbol of Calphion, the eagle, up top with wings spread wide, is blindingly majestic. Memory of the righteous and honorable Callias, who fell to the sword of the treacherous Incarosha. Whoa! Finally, a familiar name, Incarosha. The Incaroshas purged the Knights of Dawn. Guess this is why Enrique wanted the book. It's as if he was led by original sin. We have to go see him again. The bravery of the Castellon family is well known amongst the journalists. No, you're not Enrique. Give me Enrique. Where is Enrique? It's been quite a while. Don't tell me that you're planning to disturb my work with trivial matters. Trust you exercise as much caution. Analosia Rosie said I should given up ever finding the book, but look at you, you are actually able to retrieve it and bring it to me. Excellent. Let's have a look. I wonder what is written in here. You'll get your money worth for this, friend. Haha.
You can decline my offer if you like, but think carefully. I'd like to know your thoughts.
Looks like the right book. Let me take a look at it.
You sure
This is a
no one was
sinister account of
following
this
you?
heretic's
I
history.
trust you have
Yet I can
exercised
only
as much
think
caution.
to thank our ancestors. Oh yes, I promise you a reward. Take my advice. Forget everything you know about this book.
This
You
place
sure no one
isn't
was
safe.
following you?
Come closer.
Have you read the book too? It would be best if you erased it from your memory entirely. Your expression tells me that you don't understand why. Don't tell me you sympathize with those heretics. This basically proves that the last appointed knight, Captain Callias, was a heretic. This document should change your mind. It seems to be that there are still many who attempt to chase after the traces of those cursed souls. That's probably why there's a woman with the strange clothes searching for their remnants, looking to extinguish them.
You can decline my offer if you like, but think carefully.
Better known as the Hex Murray, she was the one who helped Belmont summon Kazarka, and Kazarka thus granted her eternal life. We've been learning from Hex Murray about preparing the necessary rituals to summon Kazarka. There's however one important thing that needs to be done, the sacrifice for Kazarka. We must find a woman with strong magical powers like that of Hex Murray in order to summon Kazarka. This is the most important task for us at the moment.
I'd like to know your thoughts.
Do you get it? It's clear that they were the ones who summoned Kazarka in the past. I shudder to think how they could have possibly survived the Great Purge, let alone infiltrate Calphion and the Elion Church.
You sure no one was following you? I trust you have exercised as much caution.
So that was the end of the quest. And now we're gonna go into the disappearance of Nilla.
This place isn't safe. Come closer.
With this settled, I have one more point of business for you to check up on. I heard Nilla has been skipping her classes lately, and she isn't the type. She always attended the classes as well. Can you find what she might be up to?
You can decline my offer if you like.
Yeah. Ugh. Excuse me. Nilla is eccentric at times, but she stayed on top of her studies. This is quite odd indeed. Oh, actually, an oddly dressed woman came here earlier and talked to Nilla for quite some time. This much is certain. The last time I remember seeing Nilla was when she was with Leona of the church. Leona might be able to provide some more information. She's probably at the chapel right now. Leona, don't be a dick.
We're here to see some horses. Talk with me. Great horses are brought to the world only through breeding.
the
Hello,
blessings of
disappeared? No,
Lord
it can't be.
Elion be with you.
Although this gear can help you in combat, it may be hard to bear if the darkness it possesses is too powerful. I've seen many people suffer from nightmares and insomnia. If you pay me a small fee, I can help you relieve some of the dark powers.
Open your heart. Inclusion and tolerance are also Lord Elion's teachings. There are rumors that dark forces are getting stronger in Serendia.
Nella seemed to be interested in dangerous knowledge lately. She asked about the witches of X Sanctuary. I simply told her it would be fruitless since the records themselves are either too loud or unverified and the witches have all disappeared. She seemed doubtful though. She mentioned that there's an acquaintance of hers at Hex Sanctuary. I'm worried she might have already set foot in the dangerous place.
May the blessings of Lord Elion be with you. I'm not a witch.
Nella, you see, she became quite the popular one. Another stranger came by quite recently as well, searching for him. But yes, she did come to see me. She asked for help in finding Hex Marie. I told her that she is the legendary witch that summoned Kazarka, but she could not be convinced that the witch no longer exists, and went into the sanctuary to look for traces. She said that Valkyries shouldn't be scared of a few skeletons. Yet as she said it, I could hear her voice shudder.
Do you have everything you need?
Black Witch, summoning Kazarka. It's been a long time since I've come across an exciting story. Let's follow that redhead. Look over there, there's someone in the hut on top of that hill. I don't care who she is, I don't want to die. Why would I sacrifice myself? Just to look for other people. You think I die easily? In a place like this, I plan to live and return. What a fool I am to have volunteered to patrol an area like this. What? You say you were looking for the red-headed girl? I remember seeing her. I can even help you. If you help me get out of here alive, I'll tell you where the girl is, where the girl went off to. Hurry up and get rid of those damn skeletons. They're headed this way. And now you want me to kill skeletons. You don't think they'll come anymore, do you? You're quite good at this, stranger. Ah, you said you were looking for something? Was it a cat or something? Of course, that redhead girl. Yet, yes, there was no mistaking her. She was saying how she was determined to find the Black Witch. She was quite something. Imagine a Valkyrie draped in extravagant clothing wandering about in the fog in hopes of finding the Black Witch. It's too dangerous here for me to simply follow her in. We could end up suffering in the same fate. I remember a witness in our village who claimed to have seen the Black Witch. His name was Jensen. I also introduced her to Jensen. If she was able to safely get out of this place, then you should be able to find out more in the village. Stuck here for hours because of that useless Valkyrie. Do you know how much trouble I went through because of her? Don't even talk about it. Why did I get involved with that weird girl? With her incessant pestering about the witch, I took her to where I saw her last. But then we were surrounded by skeletons and I managed to lose my gear. Is she a companion of yours? Well then, it's up to you to retrieve them for me. First my gear, then I'll tell you where she is. As for what my gear looks like, just bring me any sword and shield I can use. nabbed all those from the skeletons? You're unbelievable. I mean, I could do that too. What? Why are you looking at me like that? What a nuisance. The Valkyrie's name was Nella, was it not? She just waltzed in here and gave me a fortune to lead her to where I saw the Black Witch, since I'm the only one who has ever seen her in person. In any case, I happily accepted the offer. It was the first time someone actually believed my stories. The only problem was that on our way to the witch's chapel, we encountered swarms of skeletons. While I was fighting off those skeletons left and right, I happened to lose my weapon and Nella headed towards the chapel alone. Excuse me, this was no trick. Not at all. The Black Witch was really there. I saw her myself. I vividly remember seeing breathtakingly beautiful Black Witch there. I didn't just run away either. I told the chief about what happened so that I can retrieve my weapons. I'm expecting that she'd have been rescued by now. Anyways, thanks. I can finally go back to the village. You can go first, but I'll get there first since I'm taking a shorter route. The route? It's a secret of Bear, so I can only tell you. See you there. So I can't tell you. See you there. Talk of that witch again? After receiving word of what happened from Jensen, I sent some guards to the witch chapel, and they came running back with stories of their encounters with a terrible witch. I mean, really, there's no one in this world I can rely on. Even if Jensen or those guards were not lying, there's no way that the Valkyrie girl could have survived in that place full of monsters. I'm tired of hearing about this witch. Just give up and back to where you came from, and go back to where you came from.
Welcome to Hunter's Heaven. Bear!
Looks like that kid was telling the truth. We can sense the presence of a powerful dark energy coming from deep within that place. Hurry up. Even the witch who summoned Kazarka herself was no match for us. Maybe Kazarka isn't such a big deal after all. What do you think? surprised
she
to know
was
that the
telling
witch
the
existed
truth.
for real. It feels as if everything I've learned so far was wrong. You scared me. For a moment I thought I'd surely die at the hands of that witch. As a Valkyrie, I'm ashamed to say that I froze the moment I came face to face with her. You know what this means, don't you? The fact that she exists means that those records are not simply myths. As for myself, I won't stop. I plan to continue seeking the truth to whatever ends it takes me to. The trail seems to lead towards the priest Bako of the abandoned monastery. I plan to meet him next. I wish I could repay you for all that you've done to rescue me, but I don't have anything to offer just now. If only I had something to repay you for all you've done for me. At the very least, grab a hold of that child and make him give you the commission I paid him. That rascal doesn't deserve the silver for what he did to me. Until we meet again, so long for now.
What did I just witness? But witches don't exist.
So witches are technically sorcerers, right? Ran away? What are you talking about? That Nella though, is she safe? What a relief. Honestly, I didn't run away. Take the money. I don't need it.
You're jealous of my hat, right?
What are you looking at? Go find my lost gears already. Huh? What sandwich? You mean this? You didn't prepare the most basic thing. If you're an adventurer leaving on a journey, you should have filled your belly first. Gosh, how pitiful. I get it though. You just want to taste this, don't you?
It could be that witch is a good-hearted woman, right? Are you taking part in a hunting competition?
How did you have enough? Don't forget,
You
you've
must
got to
be
keep your
quite
belly
good
full
at
if you're going
hunting,
to be an adventurer.
right?
What are you looking at now? You think I poisoned it or something? I put it safely in myself in your bag. Open your inventory and try it. But oh, you're not going to save it for later, are you? Well, don't worry, I have a few more.
You need patience, right?
What the fuck? What is this? Ah! Okay, so that's how it works. That's pretty cool.
You're jealous of my hat, right? It could be that witch is a good-hearted woman, right?
You can take care of yourself now, right? Do I still have to potty train you? That girl, is she really gonna be alright? Baku, what if this guy's a bad one? Will she be in trouble again? I hate it when things get this complicated. How about we go meet that priest as well? You never know. If we're lucky, we might be able to get our hands on a clue that might lead us to some more answers. Let's go and save that girl. What the fuck?
Repentance does not set us free of sin. It is to ask for forgiveness.
What brings you here,
We
adventurer,
all
Valkyrie
have
girl?
sins.
I haven't the slightest clue what
Always
you're talking
have
about.
a
That's odd, since we don't get too many
repentant
visitors here. Are you sure she came by this place? Perhaps she got lost on her way here.
Have you ever had doubts in your faith in Lord Elion?
I sense the presence of a powerful dark energy nearby. I'm most certain it's related to what we were after. You might even find out more about the whereabouts of Nilla. How about we search nearby? This guy probably put her in jail or something. A decorative piece that identifies students with the Holy College of the Valkyrie lies on the floor. Looks like it's been owned by Nella and Karosha. This place must be another hideout of the Shadow Knights. I'm certain that Nella was here before us. If she came here alone, she might have been taken by them. We must go and find Nella. Dude, for a bad guy, this guy's pretty cool. Did you manage to escape from this place by yourself? Are you by any chance a god? They took Davi's friend. Davi is looking for a warrior to wipe them all out. What, a regular person? That can't be true. You definitely came out there by yourself. You definitely a really strong adventurer. Red-headed girl? Never seen anyone like that. Oh wait, Davi actually did. Davi saw the red-headed girl that you mentioned. But Davi won't tell you before you do me a favor. Davi's friend didn't come out of the cave for a long time. Davi know that his friend is probably gone from this world, but Davi wants to make sure. Davi wants to see for himself, but Davi is not strong. Please. Then Davi will tell you about the red-headed girl. The friend that Davi mentioned seems to have passed away. The deceased body is covered with wounds. It's as if it's been tortured. Did those people torture? The church is a fucking blasphemer. It's a conspiracy, man. Thanks so much. Davi can now let go of regrets. Thank you. What the fuck? Oh, man. Thank you, adventurer. To be honest, Davi never saw a red-headed girl. Davi lied because Davi needed your help. I'm really sorry, but thank you so much. The people trapped in this cave, they aren't prisoners. They're to be offered as a sacrifice. A sacrifice, I say. Think about it. The fact they keep their sacrificial offerings in captivity here would mean that the altar is close by. We should first deal with those Shadow Knights. They might be able to give us a clue. Look here, this one over here seems to be carrying a message. The message includes instructions to take the sacrificial offerings to the priest of the Fraternity of Light, who has snuck into the abandoned monastery. It looks like they've been taken to the Calpheon shrine. The dates and record of sacrificial offerings are also listed here. Calpheon shrine, you say? My spirit senses tell me that there's something wrong with that priest. I'm certain the priest is hiding something. Let's return to Baco. Look at that horse looking through. Master, I'm here. You fucking liar, Baco. Fucking murder you. So I guess you've seen everything. Oh, Elion, is this truly your will? Peace be with you. All is the will of Elion. You met the Valkyrie lady? How much exactly do you know about it?
We all have sins. Always have.
Okay, then I shall share all I know with you. I believe this is the will of Elion. There once was a woman with a beautiful red hair, the woman Enslar, commanding attention from all those who set eyes upon her. She was such a beauty and full of warmth and righteousness. I wanted to be just like her, to be by her side, like her shadow. To have a chance to be by her side, I climbed through the ranks of the church. Did you know Enslar was the first Valkyrie? I was sure she would be the light that saves this world. We made some sacrifices, but I thought they were all but means to greater end. By the time I believed it was the only way to save the world.
Have you ever had doubts in your faith in Lord Elion? This monastery is for repentance.
Yes, Kazarka. At first, it was all for her, or maybe I was the only one who believed it. Enslar hesitated for a moment, but then eagerly marched up the altar with certainty as an offering. This was how we summoned Kazarka into this world. Then she disobeyed the church's commands and acted upon her own volition, just like I'd wished. Can you imagine? The moment of pure bliss. The moment she drew her sword onto Kazarka. It was a moment I waited 1,000 lifetimes to see. Elion, however, did not accept me. Enslar became the light, but soon after disintegrated into oblivion. The price to pay was steep. I'll never be over her death for the rest of my life. After this happened, I tried to spend the rest of my years repenting within the monastery, but they simply did not leave me alone. Even I, the highest priest of the Elion Church, was but a pawn for the Shadow Knights.
Fools wish
this place is where the sacrificial offerings to the altar of the evil god are kept. The church, the Fraternity of Light, supplies the offerings, and the Shadow Knights keep them captive. The Fraternity of Light have already infiltrated the depths of the Elion Church. It's possible that some of the priests that you've met are also members of the fraternity. Pure people of innocent blood are chosen as sacrifices and are sent to the Calpheon shrine within the mountain range to the west. I tried to save the sacrifices during their transport, but I failed miserably. I was helpless to do anything. I beg of you, you managed to subdue the Shadow Knights, have you not? Please save the innocent who have been taken against their will. The Valkyrie you are searching for will most likely have gone to the Calpheon shrine to save the people. Please, I beg you.
Repentance does not set us free of sin.
It's so pathetic, it's hard to watch. It's nothing more than weakly justifying your own uselessness. Using others still just to make yourself feel better and going to blame the Shadow Knights. How pathetic is that high priest of a state religion is so feebly minded. Well, anyhow, I guess it's something interesting to see nonetheless. Let's move on and begin our search through the western mountains. Alright, time to save Nella. This must be the place. This is what's been catching my attention when we were in Trent. Do you hear that? Someone is calling out for help. It sounds like Nella's voice. Oh wait, I can hear other voices too. Let's hurry up and go there. Nella, don't die.
I am ready to face the truth.
How on earth did you find your way here? Let me tell you who they are. These people are part of the secret guards who were especially hard to assess with my investigation. Is there anything wrong? Wait, you know each other?
I will accept whatever I come to see in here.
Okay, so that was the end of that quest line. Now we're gonna start the qualities of a god.
I will unveil the truth, even if I
Wow,
have to
what a
go to the
coincidence.
ends
It's good
of
that
the
you already
earth.
know each other. I can safely leave you here with them. Well then, I need to be excused. There's something I need to meet. It won't take long. Go with the secret guards to investigate the shrine. I'll see you soon.
I'm fine. I have also been blessed with the company of good people around me.
I've got a bad feeling
It's
about
been
this
a
place.
long time.
There
I
are
see that
things
you're in
that
good
shouldn't be
spirits as
happening here at
always.
this shrine. Look at these relics before me.
I heard this place.
How were they?
Sure.
No,
Seems you've
focus,
been doing
Martha.
well,
Now
so
is not the
I'll
right
get
time to
straight to
think
the
about
point.
that.
We've gathered together with Nella to investigate the things that are happening within the shrine. The problem is, yeah, she went into the shrine before us, but hasn't come out yet. She's probably fine, but I want to check on her before we leave, just to make sure. We can talk about what came for after we find Yaz.
Darkness will engulf this world if we don't stop the events.
Did you come to rescue me? I thought I'd have to spend my entire life in this horrible place. That's so awesome of you. Wait, what am I doing? There's going to come back in droves again. We shouldn't stay here. Let's talk once we got out of here. I'll see you outside, okay?
I've got a
This is so
bad
hard
feeling
to
about
do.
this
Oh,
place.
wait a minute.
There are things that shouldn't be happening here at this shrine.
What happened to me?
Darkness will engulf this world if we don't stop the events
As soon
that
as
are
you
about
went
to unfold in
Laffy
here.
entered the shrine too, to look for Yaz. Oh boy, Yaz is fine now, but now Laffy has not returned. Could you find him and bring him back?
Do you know how the ancients hid them?
Thanks for the rescue, but why don't we save the pleasantries for after we get out of here? You saw those strange beings inside the shrine, right? They were summoning Kazarka. Those people were brought here to be used as offerings in the ceremony. Go tell Martha Kian. Let's go back. I'll leave after you.
I've got a
Kazarka
bad
was
feeling
an
about
energy
this
seal
place.
here at the Calpheon
There are
Shrine. The
things
shrine
that
is one
shouldn't
of
be
the
happening
entrances
here
for
at this
eternity
shrine. Look at these relics before
We found
me.
that the seal was
How
unlocked
were
while we were
they?
investigating
No,
here at the because
focus,
of
Martha.
Incarnation.
Now is not the
The
right
records
time
say
to
that
think about
Idana
that.
sealed all the entrances in the ancient times, but we found that the spot where the sealing stone must be was empty. Strange, right? Something could have happened to the stone. That's why I started investigating the records. Though records are inconsistent sometimes, all records say that the sealing stone is indestructible, so we can say the stone cannot be broken. On that much we can agree. That means that the sealing stone we're looking for must be still intact but moved to somewhere else by someone.
Darkness will engulf this world if we don't stop the events that are about to unfold in here.
Don't talk too loud.
Do you know how the ancients hid themselves from the world? Let me tell you.
Yes, the
I knew
puzzle
you'd
is
come
getting
back
solved. I'm
here.
talking about the sealing stone. Was it a year ago I came across some bandits who were planning to make off with treasures from an old shrine in Calpheon. They spoke of great treasures hidden within the shrine, although they didn't seem like the brightest bunch. They were good at what they did. Despite having gone through extremely tight security to make their way to the heart of the shrine, they couldn't find any value. That's when they changed plans and began to grab anything that was shiny. In this, they said they discovered a stone emanating a strange energy.
I was right all along. The key to unraveling this
They grabbed the
mystery
stone and
was
started
in
to
this
leg it. They said it
shrine.
felt as if something was chasing them, something with an intense fury. Although they managed to escape the shrine with their loot, they ran into a cyclops in the forest and lost the whole damn loot in their confusion. At the time, I thought it was just another tale of some drunken fools, but now I look back and maybe the story wasn't entirely nonsense. If the sealing stone is now in the hands of the cyclops, and if it's still alive, that's a very real chance you might be able to get it back. If I'm right, the sealing stone would have guided the cyclops back to the shrine. You might be able to find a cyclops nearby that has gone astray from the land of the cyclops. I can't say for sure, but I still say it's worth a try to look for it. Try to get it.
Now, I'll find out what they were up to.
And here comes the giant. Okay, stupid Mr. Giant, turn and die.
about this place. There are things that shouldn't be
Okay, you
happening
actually
here
found
at
it. You
this
never
shrine.
cease to amaze me. But I suppose we had a pretty good lead to go on then.
I was right all along.
Now it's time to return the sealing stone to where it belongs. Let's hear what Martha Kane has to say.
Now I'll find out what they were up to.
Look at these relics before
Oh, you
me.
recovered the sealing stone. You
How
came
were
back.
they-
This is a
No,
ceremonial
focus,
room in the
Martha.
center
Now
of the
is
shrine.
not the right time to think about that. Do you know how the ancients hid themselves from
You can
the
enter
world?
only through a mysterious
me tell
device
you.
which will not be easy to find. You must place the sealing stone on the altar of the room. Many lives have been sacrificed inside the shrine already, so you must hurry. If they already started the ritual, the civilization will cease to exist. Like the ancients here, I marked the entrance. Let's meet there. What's that? Look, you don't worry about me. I won't be a fool like Laffy or Yaz. Once you finish, I'll go right in. Please get ready to go as soon as possible.
I've got a bad feeling about this place. There are things
Great, I
that
marked the
shouldn't be
place where we
happening
should
here
meet
at
up.
this
I've
shrine.
never been inside before, but I'm certain that you can get through this secret entrance. You go first. I follow right after you.
Look at these relics before me.
Over here. Do you see that statue? That's the door to the secret chamber. It seems they placed the statue over there to hide the entrance. Hurry, the ritual must have already begun. We must stop the ancient god from entering our world again.
So not even the ancient god can escape from the shackles of destiny.
Whoa, lady!
Your soul is mine. Be gone into the darkness. Long time no see. Do you remember me at all? If you don't remember a thing, then so be it. Come find me if you find out who you really are.
It's hard to believe what I just saw. That woman, she was actually the one that told me about the sealing stone. She was the sorcerer from Medea, but it seems like it has been what she was after all along. But even if it didn't get to attain its full form, how could someone do that to an ancient god? What happens to a god that has lost its soul? And what was that woman trying to achieve? I thought we finally stopped the Fraternity of Light and revealed the dark secret of the Ilion Church, but it seems like we uncovered something even greater. Only if Idan and Orwin were here. I have a favor for you. To be honest, there is something that bothers me. We sealed off this Calpheon shrine, right? But what if there was another way to Kazarka's realm? If Sealing Stone was at a Serendian shrine, the ancient god who had his soul stolen would go berserk. This isn't something we can just overlook. A shrine that looks just like this exists in Serendia. The Shadow Knights and the Fraternity of Light were waiting for this day. Just because we won this battle doesn't mean we won the war. They will never stop. Since they revealed themselves today, we will go into hiding again. They will go into hiding again, but we must check. Please head to the Serendia shrine. You must meet Priest Hakon. Hakon. He protects that place. Kazarka has been set free without a soul. My god, the evil god is alive in this world once again. I've been investigating this area for quite a while, but I recently wasn't able to sneak inside the shrine because they strengthened their guard. I thought my disguise was pretty good, but they immediately found me. It was as if they could see something I couldn't. But I'm sure if you go in to distract them, it'll be a different story. And in the meanwhile, I'll be able to get to the place of the ritual and investigate.
Evil is omnipresent.
This is not good. Part of the sealing stone found in this surrender shrine was actually damaged quite a while ago. The evil god Kazarka will not set loose easily, even if the sealing is not in complete form. However, it will not stop it completely either. Judging the cultist's movements these days, sooner or later the day of Kazarka's return match shall come. The Calphian Parliament must be informed of the situation. This is no longer something I can handle on my own. It's urgent. Please hurry.
Despite the appearance, the stable serves its purpose.
That sounds absurd. However, since it's you who's telling me this, we must have an emergency parliamentary session at once. If what you've reported is true, the threat of Kazarka will become real soon. Commander Delfad Castellion is insisting that the Trainer Knight should be stationed at the Serendia Shrine, but stationing a whole army in a different territory isn't an easy task. Even though they are at our command, this will surely cause political conflict. We are thinking of suggesting something to you. Would you be able to gather adventurers like you? If you gather adventurers and form a guild, the Calphilion Parliament will support the guild you formed. Please protect Calphion on this continent. We shall support the free adventurers to the very end.
The commandments of Khalees are social and moral guidelines we shall abide by.
And that is how we end Calphion's story main quest. Main story quest, I mean. Huh. Let's see if I can. Alright, we're gonna start just the first part before I end. Just get into Medea.
Only the fit shall rule the world. The perpetual history of Calphion is unmatched by the uncivilized history of Valencia.
So it was you who mentioned seeing the woman imbued in black energy at Calphion Shrine. I've received reports that you were chasing after her. If she is who I think she is, you should consider her to be extremely dangerous. Are you aware of the lands known as Medea? We believe the woman you're after may be, in fact, the infamous witch of Medea. Medea, known as the Kingdom of the East, is a wasteland no one considers it having much worth. It is also filled with wicked magic, curses, and barbarians. You should do well to be careful once you're in those lands. Our sources also tell us that the Ganels of Camasilvia are building Camasilv Temple somewhere to the east of Hydo. A white-haired witch and a band of women worshipping a white tree. I cannot help but be suspicious. What could he be planning now? Find out more about the witch, Medea, and why the Ganels from Camasilvia are there. I'd go and investigate myself, but certain diplomatic sensitivities make it rather difficult for me to do so. If you're planning to chase after the witch by going to Medea, can you first find where Camasilv Temple is located?
Calphion will prosper until the end of time.
horses in the open field. There's nothing quite like it.
Hey, it's that girl, Orwin.
The temple
It's
was
good to see you
constructed
again.
to
You've come to the
observe
right
change
place.
in
This is
Medea.
Kamasilv Temple.
The Kamasilv Temple was
The
built
shrine
for
was
the
built to watch
Kamasilvian
over Medea
saints
and detect
who have
changes made
traveled from
within.
afar.
You wish to know the purpose of this temple? It seems you have piqued the curiosity of the Kala's Parliament. I suppose the Kala's chairman fears that the temple was built for the purpose of forming stronger military ties with Serendia and Medea. Please understand that the temple is completely neutral in this regard. The people of Kamaspil only wish for peace in these lands. Have you heard of a place called Medea, located to the east? Recently, a black energy engulfed Medea, making the lands barren. The wild animals that once guarded the forest have become violently aggressive and now attack all who cross their path. Heroine, the head priestess of this temple, observed the changes occurring in Medea from afar. You seem to have more than a passing interest in recent events. Would you like to talk to Heroine herself?
I don't think this will be the last time we see each other.
Okay. So that was the end of the quest that I needed.
May you be with nature and be obedient to Providence.
Okay, so that's the end of the quest. That was the end of the Calpheon storyline. Next time, we will continue the quest line for dark energy that looms over Medea. Thank you for watching. See ya!